To you. More glories to His divine grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. On this auspicious occasion of Sri Vyasa Puja, devotees all over the world pay rich and heartfelt tributes to their spiritual masters and sadhus, who lovingly guide us through the maze of this complex world and Maya. As per Vedanta, Guru and Sadhu is at the core of a seeker's life, and one who overlooks all our faults, gently nurturing us and shaping our personalities and helping us through our spiritual journey. The formative years in one's quest are most important, and we count our extreme good fortune for having had your guidance during these years. Your nurturing approach and genuine desire to help young aspiring devotees encouraged us all, and this augured well for our spiritual development. We are taught that one should associate with a Vaishnava sadhu who belongs to the same spiritual lineage, who is sympathetically disposed, and who is more advanced in realization. This is from Bhakti-Rasamrita Sindhu. Moreover, the Vaishnava teacher must be compassionate toward the student. If he is not compassionate, he would not bother to teach, nor would the student be able to develop affection for him. We thank you for always being kind and caring and affectionate towards us. Your paternal nature has always given us comfort, knowing that you always have our best interest at heart. This has forged a deep bond of affection, trust, and appreciation for you. So we always have this debt to sadhus. We're actually born with debt. It's called Renano Bandhu, and this is sadhu. So this is payback to sadhus. So how do we actually go about it? We are further advised that as far as possible, highly realized devotees should be served either through physical presence, by hearing and taking instructions from them, or by rendering some personal service to them. Service to Vaishnava gives Krishna the greatest pleasure, so much so that it brings him under control, which means that the devotee directly attains him. This is the supreme confidential truth that Krishna promised to disclose to Uddhava in Bhagavatam again. The two verses quoted contain the secret that Krishna just previously referred to. As the 12th chapter of the 11th canto proceeds, Krishna elaborates many different grades of living beings who attain perfection merely through the association of Vaishnavas. This is just to emphasize the power of satsanga, testifying further to its supreme confidentiality. Therefore, in a menial attempt to repay our debt to you, we humbly pray that we may always be in a position to render such service unto you, to hear from you, to take instructions from you, and to render some personal service unto you. In this mood, please consider us to be yours, and always engage us and guide us.
Thank you very much, Shashanka. We want to now invite Professor Madhya Mataji here to read your offering. Hare Krishna, Medhāvī Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to you and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. When I read the wishes for New Year sent by the temple, I was so happy to read the compassion prayer of Prahlad Maharaj. May there be good fortune throughout the universe, and may all envious persons be pacified. May all living entities become calm and practicing bhakti yoga, for by accepting devotional service, they will think of each other's welfare. Therefore, let us all engage in the service of the Supreme Transcendence, Lord Sri Krishna, and always remain absorbed in thought of him. Srimad Bhagavatam 5:18, verse 19. What better prayer and attitude can we take with us in this life? Thank you for showing us an example of a life filled with compassion, not only to family and friends or community, but for the world at large. Your overwhelming quality of humility has been mentioned so many times, but I think it also causes other great qualities to be overlooked. Your sincere and continued endeavor to engage with the world can only be sustained by your compassion for everyone you encounter. You have always been so kind and attentive to me whenever we meet. I have found that many preachers have a deep sense of involvement with the spiritual well-being of others while cultivating them. But then they must move on to build relationships and cultivate new fallen souls as the duty of a preacher requires. Your care and attention have stayed the same towards me as I have moved through all my different stages of trying to become a devotee. Cape Temple can be very privileged to have you constantly in their midst as a direct disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Not only do you have your disciple, you now have your disciples of whom you are responsible for, but I have found no difference in your kind and caring attitude toward other devotees on an ongoing basis. My sincere appreciation for all that you do for the community and the world, and best wishes for the year ahead.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Very kind.
We would like to invite Prabhu, who's just joining us, to also say a few words.
Magyanatimirandasya Gyananjanashlanakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jayana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, but my spiritual master has given me the opportunity to open my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge, and I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva to all the devotees. Of course, I offer my humble obeisances to you, Medhāvī Prabhu, on this, as Medhāvī Prabhu was saying in his lecture, that the spiritual master has come and he's the one who's freeing us from our bondage. So if it's not for the spiritual master, what do we have? We just have bondage. So therefore the Vyasa Puja day is so important for the disciple, the most important day for the disciple. So for those of us who've known Medhāvī Prabhu, not as his disciples, but as mentees, being mentored by him, being trained by him, being under his management and under his care and shelter in so many different ways. For us also, this day is so important. And when I was thinking of that, I was thinking of a Zulu or Nguni saying, "Gumuntu gumuntu ngabantu," which means that a person is a person through other people. And in a similar way, we have bhakti only because of the bhakti within the heart of other devotees. So we are devotees because of devotees. And we hear how the five most powerful forms of devotional service, either residing in the Dham, worshipping the deity, chanting the holy name, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, and the other, of course, is association of devotees, because from the association of devotees, all of the other limbs of bhakti are opened and given to us. So in this way, a day like today is so important to all of us, having the association of such a wonderful devotee like Medhāvī Prabhu. And I see it as the opportunity that we can remember and be reminded how important it is to offer our respects to other devotees. And in the case of Medhāvī Prabhu, I think of so for me, I think that, it's a wonderful opportunity that this day comes around, that I can be forced to meditate on the sublime characteristics of Medhāvī Prabhu and try to remember them and think of them. And in fact, just yesterday, I had an issue. I thought, well, who can I turn to? I turned to Medhāvī Prabhu and called him, and of course he was very kind and gave me time and gave me some counsel. So the opportunity to appreciate his wonderful qualities comes up. The other thing is to appreciate how far I am. But so far to go in bhakti, so it's good to be reminded how much we need to advance ourselves, how much we need to become serious. But at the same time, when we look at his characteristics, his life of devotion, as so many devotees have mentioned, his exemplary life, that we become enthused by seeing that the process of bhakti, it actually works. By taking part in the process of bhakti wholeheartedly, one can become purified and become similarly enthused in Krishna consciousness. If we take up the process sincerely, the success is certainly guaranteed. I think you mentioned in your class about many moons. So there was a point that I wrote down as well, is that Medhāvī Prabhu is like a moon. He's not like a shooting star. We see so many have enthusiasm for bhakti, and it's kind of like sparks. They go and they're very bright, and then they last, and then they maybe sputter out for whatever different reasons. But Srila Prabhupada said, we don't want shooting stars, we want moons. And in a similar way, Medhāvī Prabhu is like that. He's been a moon that, in the background of so many different ways, through his humility of serving within Srila Prabhupada's movement, is just this beautiful, bright, shining moon that has risen. And as Mother Tanamanya said, we have this opportunity in Cape Town with Medhāvī Prabhu's association, and it's truly, truly a blessing. Medhāvī Prabhu's humility. I was thinking how His Holiness Radhanath Swami one time said that you can become humble. Somebody asked him, how do we become humble? So you become humble by practicing. And throughout my life of devotional service, since I was first put in Medhāvī Prabhu's shelter in 1985, I've constantly seen his displays of humility. And it's something which he's practiced right from the beginning and certainly deeply imbibed. And thus that verse from the Bhagavatam becomes truly manifest in his personality. Medhāvī Prabhu, I am very honored to be in your presence today and to celebrate this occasion. And I think how one time I was with Bibi Govinda Maharaj in Vrindakund, and he said to me, turned to me, and he said, you know what, in these holy places, if we simply just bow down in this holy place, offering our respects, but the personality whose kund it is, or the personality whose samadhi it is, that we get so much of their mercy. So I have no qualification, I have no hope of ever becoming a devotee in this life or in many millions of lifetimes ahead. But I'm confident that by bowing down before you today and being present in this wonderful celebration, that your mercy will flow, because you are Karunika, you are merciful. All glories to your Vyasa Puja, all glories to your grace, Medhāvī Prabhu.
Thank you very much. Prabhupada.
Thank you so much for that heartfelt offering. Just for good governance, they might accuse us of being on the same side because we're all devotees. We thought we would throw in an opportunity for one of the Prabhu's interfaith friends to come and say a few words. Tanvi.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Good afternoon, everyone. It's Kathy here today. I'm both equally honored and scared to be here. But it's a very auspicious and beautiful occasion, so I must do all the courage that I have. So I'm very honored that I mentioned to be sharing some of our wishes for this very Medhāvī Prabhu on his Vyasa Puja. So my name is Sandy, as was mentioned, and I'm here with my HWPL team, Celia and Yannick over there, but there's many more of us who wanted to be here, but unfortunately couldn't be. I hope I can deliver well wishes on their behalf as well. But essentially, we are a peace organization that is called HWPL. It's family culture, world peace, and restoration of rights. And so we've been privileged over the years to have known Medhāvī Prabhu and even more blessed to have gained a lot of understanding and unparalleled wisdom from him throughout the years we've worked together. So his love and dedication for God, for peace over the years has been really inspirational. I recently just joined HWPL, but everyone within the organization that I speak to only has beautiful and heartwarming words about the Prabhu. So yes, so many of us have been touched over the years by his contribution, especially with the scripture dialogues and other activities of peace at large. So as I mentioned, most of the team hasn't had the opportunity to come, but I speak on behalf of all of us to say you've always been our hearts, and we continue to look forward to work with you and hear from you. And as I just joined recently, I have personally been touched as well by the of wisdom, of love, of kindness that you've shown to each and every one of us. And I pray that God may continue to add to you knowledge, understanding, peace, and love. And I'm looking forward to continuing to do the work of peace with you. May you be blessed and enjoy good health. Happy birthday, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Tanvi, for ensuring that we pass our orders with a query. So next, we would like to continue with the offerings from outside of Cape Town and invite Ashwin Prabhu to come and read Jai Krishna Prabhu's.
This is an offering from Jai Krishna. I think he's currently in London right now. Dear Medhāvī Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you. The theme for this year's book marathon was Live to Give 2023. And we were fortunate here in London to experience a month of fully giving ourselves to Prabhupada's mission and the welfare of the conditioned souls. We were allowed some small glimpse into the daily life of an unalloyed devotee, one whose natural tendency is to give. Your grace is unquestionably such an example. On the many times I have faced a problem or doubt in the course of my devotional service, you have always been a letter away. The length and depth of your responses in such a short period of time never failed to reassure, inspire, and resolve without delay. Your personal touch in your dealings with the devotees and your extreme humility despite your seniority are your permanent ornaments. I pray to you on this day that you will grant me the opportunity to serve you in whatever small way I can. Your servant, Jai Krishna Das.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Ashwin Prabhu. I think we want to invite Raj Krishna Prabhu. Oh, sorry. It's Mandala Prabhu to come and to read Raj Krishna Prabhu's offering. Apologies.
Hare Krishna, dear Medhāvī Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. On the most auspicious day of your Vyasa Puja, I gratefully appreciate your efforts to keep delivering the message of the Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara, which is the most important activity of a disciple of a great universal Acharya such as Srila Prabhupada. The Acharya for the Golden Age. Your daily classes of spiritual nourishment for many devotees and are wonderful and uplifting to the spirit because you keep the energy of Srila Prabhupada flowing through.
These are the continuous waves of the good fortune that purify the plane of Humanga and are most substantial for sincere listeners. The full of wisdom classes are also equipped with rasa, spiritual taste, and are vivid and inspiring even to those of us who may hear them from the other side of the world. The treasure of your heart is necessary for the community of the devotees. May your health be good in the following year, so that the spiritual repairing of the broken souls continues on and on. Whenever there is darkness, there is always uncertainty and confusion, and the presence of a Vaishnava is compared to the sun. May we all be blessed to continue serving His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, year after year to His satisfaction. May the inner peace of Bhakti give us the wisdom to continue forward for the benefit of all. Yours in the service of Bhakti Tirtha Swami, with love, Raj Krishna Das.
Yes. Very well. Thank you.
There is another offering from Murari Gupta Prabhu. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Medhāvī Dasiti Nami Om Jnanatimmanandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with torchlight of knowledge. Offer my respectful obeisances unto him. My dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to your lotus feet on the auspicious day of your Vyasa Puja. Unfortunately, once again, I am not yet there to serve you, wash your feet, and offer Guru Puja to you. As the devotees gather to celebrate your appearance in this world. But in heart, I am there. Thank you for the wonderful time I've had these past months where I have been able to sit at your lotus feet, assisting you in your service. I am constantly humbled by the humility and amazed by your understanding of Shastra. When having to submit your own exams for Bhakti Bhava, you showed concern for how you would do. I understand that this is just to show me how to behave in similar circumstances, because I know your understanding of the science of Krishna consciousness is exceptional. I've heard the stories how back in the day you won competitions based on your knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita, yet still you read at least a chapter a day of the Bhagavad Gita. Srila Prabhupada told us that we should know the Bhagavad Gita better than the Christians know the Bible. But once again, you lead the example how to follow the order of the spiritual master as the master of the Gita. Thank you for being the example, setting the bar, inspiring so many devotees to follow at the feet of Srila Prabhupada and take this wonderful practice of God consciousness. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Your servant, Murari Gupta Das.
Hare Krishna.
So I'd like to my respectful obeisances.
Hare Krishna.
Spacious Vyasa Puja. My mother also sends obeisances. Thank you for your kind support and care over the years. And thank you, His Grace.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for opening the round of offerings from the disciples. So next we would like to ask His Grace Chaitanya Prabhu to come and do his offering.
Okay. I mean, it's not in here. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Harimo.
Om Jnana-timirandasya Jana-jana-salakaya Sukshu-militare Tajai Shri-Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gurachandaya Radhikata-alaya Krishnaya Krishna-bhaktaya Namo-bhaktaya Namo Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna-pristaya Bhutale Shrimate Medhāvī Gurudevi Snāvine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gurava Nivacharine Nivishesha Srimati Prasthari Satari. So, dear Gurudev, this will be like my second Vyasa Puja standing before you to offer your my offering to you. After so many years being away, I was just observing Vyasa Puja from a distance. So every year, thinking of your glories, I can't really write anything. I can't think of anything because just your personality, it's something else for me to write the glories about yourself. So I was looking for some prayer of a glorification of a Guru. Then I found this beautiful prayer, which is entitled Gurudeva Kripa Bindu. There. I'll not go through all of this, I'll just read the translation. Gurudev, give to this servant just one drop of mercy. I am lower than a blade of grass. Give me whole head. Give me strength. Let me as you are. Without desire or aspiration, I offer you all respect. For thus, I may have the energy to know you correctly. Then, by chanting the holy name in great ecstasy, all my offenses will cease. Why will such mercy fall to this one who is weak and devoid of intelligence? Allow me to be with you. If you examine me, you will find no quality. Your mercy is all that I am made of. If you are not merciful unto me, I can only weep, and I will not be able to maintain my life. My dear spiritual master, humble servant of Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, you graciously disseminate the teaching of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the footsteps of your beloved Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. From time immemorial, you have accepted this wretched soul and endeavored tirelessly to bring me back home. Yet, I foolishly persist in my godless pursuit. Nevertheless, with your beloved Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada by your side, you have come once again to rescue me by any means necessary. How can I reject this path of devotional service? Therefore, O Gurudev, how may I extol your virtue? Though unworthy of lacking divine qualification for such tasks, I shall strive to live according to your divine instruction, with humility and forbearance. A doubting challenge that is only achieved through remembrance of your beloved Shishimita Imapujana. May every moment of my existence serve an expression of your glory. His Grace Medhāvī Gurudev Ki, Srila Prabhupada Ki.
Thank you very much, Shri Bhagavad Prabhu. Next, we would like to invite Indaleka Mataji to come and read our offering.
Okay.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnapasaya Bhutale Shrimati Medhāvī Vyasa Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishnapasaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pradhanini He Vishesha Shunyavani Santitami. Hare Krishna Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and yourself. Happy Vyasa Puja, and may Radha Govinda shower his richest blessings on you, and may you have many, many more for many years to come. Gurudev, when anyone asks you a question, you always have the answers. You are very sincere and humble, but stern at times. When I say about you, or do you justice? Gurudev, you take all your responsibility very seriously, no matter how unwell you are. You never miss your services on Saturdays and will come to temple to give classes, and on Saturdays and Sundays your classes are very educational and refreshing. Srila Prabhupada will be very proud of you. You are a wonderful Guru, Maharaj. We have seen you every day. We don't see you every day, but you are there when we need your help and give advice. That is important. May you have a long and happy life surrounded by your loved ones. That is my wish for you. Your humble servant, Indulekha. Hare Krishna.
Okay, next we'd like to invite our Kirtan Prabhu to come and make his offering.
Of course, I have to do something different. Because I'm going to sit in a different place as well. I feel that this is the mood that His Grace Medhāvī Prabhu carries. Even though he's so strict in his sadhana, in his preaching, when you see him on the dance floor, he moves like anything. It's only when he moves that you can see this spirit, this preaching spirit. And that's something that has attracted me from the beginning. I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to play your song that I've written. And I wrote this song from my heart. It may not make sense to you who are listening, but I really took the opportunity to do something that comes from within inside of me. And I hope that it sounds okay. A whole lifetime spent since our last song, a few full moons ago. Rivers of tears, hopelessly embraced by my formidable foe. Blinded by the darkness, emptied by fear, a noose fixed in place. The sun that set on our last song appears on the horizon again. Like the rain that falls over the ocean, like the stars that shine brightest while we sleep. So many wonders that fill the dream. Only by grace can they be seen. Like the sun that feeds barren lands, like the wind that carries secrets of the past. So many wonders cannot be known. Only by grace can they be shown. Separation drew closer, eternity bound. The only thing between us is time. Separation drew closer, eternity bound. The only thing between us is time. With dirty hands, with cracked feet, I kneel before you with nothing to hide. The inner voice shouting, directing the path of your prayer. A debt forever owed is the wealth that will carry us there. Like the rain that falls over the ocean, like the stars that shine brightest while we sleep. So many wonders that fill the dream. Only by grace can they be seen. Like the sun that feeds barren land, like the wind that carries secrets of the past. So many wonders cannot be known. Only by grace can they be shown.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you for keeping me in your prayers.
Unique presentation. And I'm always thinking of you. Thank you.
Wow, that's going to be a hard one to follow. So many wonders cannot be known, only by grace can they be shown. Thank you very much, Prabhu. So next we have His Grace Medhāvī.
Tanya, pardon. I just thank you. Just place the microphone so that it can stand back here. Let's stand with the back to the TV. And don't stand with your back to the DDs. Okay. But thank you, because I couldn't see anybody for this thing. No. It's perfect.
My back to the devotees also a bit confused.
No. No, this is fine.
Okay, sure. Okay, Hare Krishna Gurudev, the devotees of ISKCON Cape Town. Oh yes, dear Medhāvī Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet on this very auspicious day of your Vyasa Puja. Om Yagna, it won't be so good, but I'll try. Om Yagna Tamurandasya Jananjana Salakya Chaksu Om Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namo. I was born in the darkest of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Hare Krishna. I've got a quote, more of an action man, but I thought about it deeply. This quote resonated with me for today's Vyasa Puja. He's a Gurudev, so it's a quote from verse Srimad Bhagavatam 6.723. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I'll read it now. Madhavan Dvesta Pasya Praksinam Gurov Atikramat Samprati Upachisa Puya Haivam Aradya Bhaktita Dadran Nilayam Mamapi Purugu Devatas. That's the Sanskrit version. And the translation translates to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation is, O Indra, your enemies, the demons, were extremely weak because of their disrespect towards Sukha-acharya. But since they have now worshipped Sukha-acharya with great devotion, they have again become powerful. By the devotion to Sukha-acharya, they have increased their strength so much that now they are even able to easily seize my abode from me. And this is the purpose. Lord Brahma wanted to point out to the demigods that by the strength of Guru, one can become most powerful within this world. And by the displeasure of the Guru, one can lose everything. This is confirmed by the song of Vishwa Chakravarti Thakur. Yasya Prashadat Bhagavat Prashado. Yasya Prasada Nagati Kutopi. By the mercy of the spiritual master, one is benedicted by the mercy of Krishna. Without the grace of the spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. Although the demons are insignificant in comparison to Lord Brahma, because of the strength of their guru, they were so powerful that they could even see Brahma Loka from Lord Brahma. We therefore pray to the spiritual master. Mukam karoti vachalam pangam langhayate giram yatkripatam aham vande Shri Gurum Dina Taranam. That's from Madhya 1780. Let's translate to, by the mercy of the Guru, even a dumb man can become a great orator, and even a lame man can cross mountains, as advised by Lord Brahma. One should remember the just trick if one desires to be, a successful life. This encapsulates my mood from this verse by serving Gurudev. Will try to the best I can. And all the best for your Vyasa Puja 2024. Thank you for tolerating me. And the devotees here. And have all the best for next year to Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abhimanyu Prabhu. Next, we'll ask Her Grace Keshava Priya Mataji to come and speak now.
Nama Om Vishnu Pradaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Medhāvī Vyasa iti namane. Nama Om Vishnu Pradaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami iti namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prashayane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashchataye. Please accept Mahamudra obeisances for the day. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to yourself. Happy Vyasa Puja. Every morning we recite, the lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attain pure devotional service. I bow to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. Thank you for allowing me to serve you, Gurudev, especially since I have so many flaws. Your mercy knows no bounds. The fact that you have so much patience with me is so amazing, and the fact that even after I make mistakes, you encourage me every step of the way to get up and try again. The trust you have in me is sometimes extremely scary because I do not even trust myself that much. Gurudev, when I first took initiation, I was under the illusion that now I do not need to do anything more. I just need to carry on chanting my 16 rounds, follow the 4 regulative principles, and that is enough. But I found out that actually that is when the real hard work begins. You have been guiding me to read more, chant better, serve with more love and devotion, and because of that guidance and support, I have such wonderful services to Shishimita Michael General and Prabhupada. One of the new services that you have graciously entrusted me with is to assist you with your memories. I was beyond ecstatic with the service. Reading your memories filled my heart with so much love, respect, and amazement at what your journey was like. One of my favorite memories that you shared is the one titled My First Religious Experience, where you went shopping with your mom at 5 years old for some new clothes. I would like to quote a very small extract from this memory. You said, I don't know if I was I don't know if I wasn't paying attention
or if my mother was distracted. But suddenly, I couldn't find her amongst the many aisles packed with people. I wandered around every corner expecting her to be checking sizes and materials, but she wasn't there. Disappointment was changing into frustration and then heading towards panic. Somehow I knew about Jesus and God to petition them for help. Somehow also I knew that they wanted souls to dedicate themselves to their service. So I quickly constructed a promise that, Jesus, if you let me find my mother, then I will become a priest. No sooner had that contract been formulated than lo and behold, my mom appeared around the next corner. Gurudev, even from such a young age, you had such amazing spiritual knowledge. Your devotion, dedication, and strength is both amazing. But reading your memories and reflecting on them, I realize that I am not dedicated and determined enough, and that scares me. Because I realize how much work I still have to do. Gurudev, please always keep me close to your lotus feet and always guide me no matter what I do. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Next, we'd like to invite Her Grace Lakshmi Priya Mataji to come and submit our offering.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnaprasthaya Bhodhane Srimati Medhāvī Vyasa Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnaprasthaya Bhodhane Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namo Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Vacharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatalini. Hare Krishna, dear Gurudev. This is my first offering to you, at least in this lifetime. As I write this offering to you, I reflect on the last 1 year that I have been associating directly with you, and cannot thank Krishna enough for having given me your shelter and for giving me regular direct association with you. How fortunate my whole family is to have you in our lives. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita 4.34, Tad vidi pranipadena pari prashnena sevaya upadikshanti te jnanam jnanirashtatvadarshina. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. For some reason, Krishna regularly took me to this verse when I was reading the Bhagavad Gita, much before I was aspiring for you. Unfortunately, as humans, we are so fallen that we do not understand Krishna's direction so easily. I'm so unfortunate that I have been listening to my Guru Maharaj's class for about 18 years in Cape Town, but it still took me so long to take your shelter. I'm so grateful to Srila Prabhupada for interfering in my lack of action and essentially holding my hand and putting me under your shelter. You who are an exemplary disciple of His divine grace. In the Sri Guru Vaishtakam by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the 7th prayer to the spiritual master says, Sakshat Dharitvena Samasta Shastri Uktastatha Bhavyata Eva Satvihi Kintu Prabhurya Priya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam. The spiritual master is to be honored as much as the Supreme Lord because he is the most confidential servitor of God. This is acknowledged in all revered scriptures and followed by all authorities. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master, who is a bona fide representative of Sri Hare Krishna. Gurudev, this prayer is particularly very dear to my heart, and I am trying my best to be the disciple who can honor you as much as I honor the Supreme Lord. Please bless me on my spiritual journey to be able to serve our dear Lord Krishna and Srila Prabhupada under your guidance. I wish you a very happy 73rd Vyasa Puja and pray that you stay in good health and that you carry on your preaching to the ISKCON family. Hare Krishna, your humble servant, Krishna Priya Devi Das.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very kindly.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Now I want to invite Her Grace Tulsi Manjari Mataji to come and make offering.
Whoa. Ouch. Thank you.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Chidamine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Medhāvī Vyasa. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, to you Gurudev, as well as to you Guru Mata, and the congregation as well. Hare Krishna, dear Gurudev, on this auspicious occasion of your 71st Vyasa Puja. Firstly, I want to thank you again for allowing me to take shelter of you and for blessing me with initiation recently and connecting me with our beloved Srila Prabhupada. When I started thinking about my offering this year, I wondered what I could tell you that you haven't heard already so many times and realized there probably isn't anything that hasn't been said already both for myself and others. With that being said, I remember the post that popped up on my social media newsfeed a couple of weeks ago where Srila Prabhupada said in a letter to Try Prabhu that, quote, the business of leader, he must be himself always enthusiastic, then he is real leader, unquote. And this was my inspiration and meditation for today for you, is that in all my interactions with you, there's always been unwavering commitment and enthusiasm, even in the material department, but especially in devotional and spiritual aspects. It is constant and consistent encouragement and inspiration for me, as well as, I'm sure, all my gods and things. Always setting a good example for us to follow and being a true leader. So thank you, and thank you. And humbly beg for your forgiveness and grace and mercy for any past or future trespasses. In humble service, servant Tulsi Manjari Das.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tulsi Mataji. We now want to invite Andy Mataji to come.
That's right. Okay. Thank you. Harry. And start slowly.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna